The Chicago Cubs have always held a special place in baseball history. Founded in 1876, the Cubs were one of the original teams that helped shape Major League Baseball into what it is today. Their early success, including back-to-back World Series titles in 1907 and 1908, set high expectations that unfortunately gave way to over a century of disappointment. The infamous "Curse of the Billy Goat" haunted the franchise for decades, and despite great players and solid seasons, the Cubs couldn't seem to break through when it mattered most. For generations, Cubs fans endured heartbreak. The 1969 collapse, the 1984 missed opportunity, and the 2003 NLCS disaster all added layers of pain to the Cubs' lore. Despite all the losing seasons and crushed hopes, the team retained a loyal following. Wrigley Field remained packed, the fans remained faithful, and the phrase, "maybe next year," became part of Chicago's cultural DNA. Then came 2016. A season that started with hope and ended in pure euphoria. Led by a powerhouse roster including Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Jake Arrieta, and John Lester, the Cubs finally exorcised the curse. In an epic 7-game World Series showdown against the Cleveland Indians, they came back from a 3-1 series deficit. Game 7, with its rain delay and extra inning drama, was cinematic. When the final out was recorded, generations of fans cried, laughed, and embraced. It wasn't just a win, it was history rewritten. But the years that followed saw a gradual unraveling. Key players left, the front office made questionable moves, and by 2021 the championship core had dissolved. The team slipped into mediocrity, and fans wondered if 2016 had been a one-time miracle. The Cubs began a slow rebuild, investing in younger talent, restocking their farm system, and betting on analytics and long-term planning. Fast forward to 2025, and suddenly the Cubs are roaring back into the national conversation. With one of the most explosive offenses in all of baseball, they currently lead the league in runs, hits, and total bases. Seiya Suzuki is absolutely raking, launching a 440-foot homer this week, while Ian Happ continues to be the heart of the lineup, recently hitting a grand slam against the Diamondbacks. Add Pete Crow Armstrong's .429 hot streak and you've got an offense that can put up crooked numbers in a heartbeat. The vibes are different. This team has chemistry, depth, and a quiet swagger. Wrigley Field is buzzing again. You can feel it in the stands, hear it in the announcers' voices, and see it in the way the players celebrate together. There's confidence and unity, and fans are starting to whisper the C word, contenders. But the journey hasn't been without setbacks. The biggest blow came this week when star pitcher Justin Steele was sidelined with an elbow injury requiring surgery. While the team hasn't officially confirmed it as Tommy John, the implication is clear: he's likely out for the season. Steele was crucial to the rotation and had a breakout 2023 campaign, finishing 5th in Cy Young voting. Losing him is massive, and it immediately threw the Cubs' pitching strategy into flux. In response, the front office quickly called up left-hander Jordan Wicks from AAA. Wicks has shown promise, with a 3.55 ERA in his starts this season, but the pressure now on his shoulders is intense. Meanwhile, struggling reliever Luke Little was optioned back down, and Caleb Killian was re-signed to help bolster the bullpen depth. It's a chess game for the coaching staff, trying to patch the rotation while keeping momentum. Off the field, the Cubs have ignited league-wide buzz with rumors that they're preparing a $500 million extension offer for outfielder Kyle Tucker. That's right, $500 million. Tucker, formerly a Houston Astro and now one of the game's most reliable power speed threats, has brought stability and star power to the Cubs' outfield. A quiet leader and Gold Glove caliber defender, he's also one of the most clutch hitters in the league. If this deal materializes, it would be one of the most jaw-dropping contracts in MLB history, eclipsing even Mike Trout's $426 million extension and approaching the total value of Shohei Ohtani's massive deal. But Tucker is only 28, entering his prime, and represents everything the Cubs want to build around: talent, consistency, and leadership. The move would signal Chicago's commitment to contending not just in 2025, but long into the future. All of this is happening while the Cubs prepare for their final regular season series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The D-backs have historically given the Cubs trouble at Wrigley, but this year the energy is different. With their offense surging and young stars stepping up, the Cubs seem poised to rewrite the script. President of Baseball Operations Jed Hoyer has been orchestrating this evolution with patience and precision. His emphasis on farm development, data-driven decision-making, and strategic free agent signings has started to pay off. The pieces are falling into place, and the result is a balanced, dangerous, and hungry team that's fun to watch. It's hard not to compare this group to the 2016 squad. There's that same youthful spark, the same unselfish culture, and the same belief that every game is winnable. But this team feels grittier, less flashy, and perhaps more prepared for adversity, something that will be crucial in the long grind of the season. Chicagoans, known for their resilience and love for underdogs, are once again embracing their team with full hearts. Wrigleyville is electric, the stands are packed, and the beer is flowing. Every game feels like a celebration, and a statement. The Cubs aren't just here to entertain. They're here to conquer. And with every pitch, every home run, and every headline, the rest of the National League is starting to realize something scary. The Chicago Cubs are back, and they mean business. If history has taught us anything, it's that Cubs baseball is rarely boring. But this time, it's not about curses or collapses. It's about redemption, ambition, and the rise of a new era. Buckle up, Chicago. This season might just be the beginning of something unforgettable.